Okay. This list here is Mardu again. I've been um, enjoying some loam decks recently, but I kind of wanted to revisit Mardu. I also kind of hit a wall with loam slash Maverick in deck building, and I'm like, let's just change it up again. So the purpose of this deck at this point, I'd say, um, is really getting the flex slots down, like kind of the purpose of this league. I think 3 prismatic ending is a lot, but I couldn't think of anything better. I was running the Final Fantasy card, um, Joshua, the Phoenix card, and what I didn't know was that when you would pay 5 and tap it, that it would become a 4/4 Saga card, which is sweet, but it would also not have haste. So the fact that it exiles itself made it so that that card would not just be like a 4/4 flying after you paid 5 mana. And at that point, I just said, like, yeah, I kind of misunderstood what this was doing, and it wasn't great. The Hildebrand card, though, I think has been showing some promise as kind of like a nether spirit. Yo, good to see you. How's it going, Jeremy? Um, Hildebrand is a card that I've really enjoyed. It feels like another spirit. Um, it has a lot of game where you have this game piece that just does not go away, especially late. So I like it to just kind of just sit there, interact, create tokens almost endlessly, pump your tokens, and be a good blocker. Also, another sack outlet for Cabal Therapy. Um, I have been liking Broadside less and less. Um, I think it's necessary in the deck, but there's a part of me that's been like thinking about like trimming it to like 2. One of the reasons that I am not running the Sephiroth card is kind of like the same reason I think Broadside Bombardier is getting worse in this deck is like you don't always have you don't always have objects on the board that you want to throw. So you often end up playing this 2/2, and then the next turn you're able to like consider, I don't know, throwing an Orcish Bowmaster or a staff or ideally something like this stupid card. So I don't think it's a 4 of, but I do think it's really good with the cat in theory. I think the deck really revolves around Cabal Therapy and Ajani. Sideboard changes, I was going with Opposition Agent. And I am a little bit nervous now because I am seeing more lands, and Opposition Agent was nice in that matchup. I think Disruptor Flute will provide a lot of the same hate that Opposition Agent had. So Disruptor Flute would go in against decks like Nadu, would go in against decks like Doomsday Storm, would go in against decks like even the Modern Day Elves deck. And I'm also playing 3 Containment Priests, which really help out in those Green Sun Zenith matchups. So see how this goes. Just going to kind of run it as is. I hit a little bit of a roadblock on the Loam deck. And I'll just show that real quick. I'm not going to play it today. But this is what I played last time, and I got a 4/1. I had a Rydia, a 6, and a Formless Genesis. And there's like a set amount of cards that I want to run that I'm not running, and I can't get my brain around it. So they are a Surveillant, a second Talon Gate, Orcish Bowmaster, and gosh, I think there was one more. Or Barrowglyph, right? Those are like the cards that I'm like thinking I could replace over the Formless Genesis, the 6, and the Rydia. The other area is I'm only running one Bayou. I think I want a second, and I think I would take out a Savannah for it. But I'm just not too sure. So we're gonna I kind of hit like a point where I couldn't edit the deck any further. I just was like one or two cards shy of building it the way I wanted it to, and then I'm just like, yeah, let's just play Mardu. But at this point, I think I have the most confidence with Loam. Maybe it's just because I've been doing well with it. It feels like Maverick because it has 4 Green Sun Zenith and that kind of stuff. And I'm good at playing those kind of decks. So maybe that's why. I also feel like the discard in this deck, in the Mardu deck, is really good, but you have to follow up with something. So if you just hit them with discard and you don't have anything else, it just doesn't matter. Eventually they're going to draw away from it, and the clock is pretty slow in this deck. This is an awkward keep. It is pretty good against combo. It is not so good against tempo. I don't think I can mull it. We are on the draw. This song is a banger right here. This is one that I added to the playlist, and I don't know when I did. Like, I know it, but I don't know it. Like, I wouldn't hear this and go, oh, it's the Love Ultimate Orchestra. Love's theme. I recognize it. Ultra 70s. Right here. Makes me happy hearing. See Rainforest? Okay. We shall see a Trot. Cool. Allosaurus Shepherd. Okay. It looks like my opponent might be doing some cool shit. Man. What's tough is, okay, so I gotta do some math. They play Shepherd. They could then Chord instant speed, so I have to take the Chord. Okay, that answers that. Interesting. Yeah, I've been kind of happy with the card, theoretically. So, Cradle. This. And one other card. Kind of don't know what to name. Gonna name Nadu. Oh, Nomad. Okay. Uh, kinda. Um, I'll be happy to play Loam again. I just got a little bit stuck on how I wanted to build it. So, the real answer might be just put 2 Punishing Fire back in it. Because I really want to continue to play the new cards. Oh man, looks like I just die. So this is a Nadu? Alright. And they have the nomads in hand. Okay. This is awkward. So I think the move is a Johnny would die if I Johnny. So let's go staff, and then we'll name the nomad. But we might just die to damage here. So believe it or not, the gym that I go to was closed today. And there was a water main break or something like that. So that's why I'm being a nerd right now instead of being a bro. Needed an excuse to skip leg day. Yeah. We're in big trouble here. So we're taking 100. Yeah, we die. Right. I don't think I have an out. Yeah. All right. Pretty corny. These and these go in. Might be slow. Goif kind of slow. Problem with discard is they have so many live top decks. Huh. And maybe I get rid of these. Keep like two of these maybe. Wondering if I want Fable more than Goif. Tough call on that. I think I'll keep Goif. Oh, you like okay. Broadside did seem decent. Maybe I should have thought about that a little harder. And you run flute. Okay. Another game piece to throw or something. I think we named Green Sun Zenith. It's just like, you know, a card that I'm confident they have 4 of. Maybe I'll reconsider. We whiff. Okay. They have a consign to memory in. I wonder why. Oh wait, they played Bird. They got rid of Llanowar Elf. They played Bird, they have Llanowar Elves in their hand. Oh. Uh Maybe I hit the endurance. Maybe I hit the bird? Tough call here. Or the Llanowar Elves? I think it's endurance. I don't think consign to memory is that big of a deal. Trying to target triggered ability. They hit a Nadu. That's bad. This. Go mana denial here. That shuts the cradle down. Play Arbor. Okay. Consign's actually pretty good here. They counter the thing? But they have a white. No. Yeah, pretty weird keep, I think, but I am nervous. Nadu's just too good. Hopefully I could card advantage my way out of this. They're going to land the Nadu here. Nothing I could do about that. Spring Heart, okay. Oh, that's such a dick move. Nope. Did we just die because I didn't take the consign to memory? Because I didn't think about disrupt their flute. So I think that's a big mistake. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get the card advantage with the staff. I think I gotta fade Green Sun for one more turn or collected company or whatever. I think I already botched this game not taking the consign to memory. I was surprised they brought it in, but it's been terrifying. They win the game here, I'm pretty sure. All right. Yeah, it's I think a little unlucky here. I think if I named the Nadu, I had a shot that game, but yeah, that was brutal. They really did. I think they were gonna win without drawing the Nomad, but like that's one of the issues with discard in this format. I think is like if you're not killing them, it doesn't always matter, you know. And that deck may not even play cantrips, but yeah, the mistake that matchup for sure was not taking the consign to memory with the Cabal therapy. That was on me. I think it's a winnable game if I name Nadu. Problem is though, they have naming Nadu doesn't totally stop Nadu because they play Gaia's Cradle. So I think I could have prolonged that game, but I don't know if that hand was going to get me there. I would have had to have really have gone off with the staff of the storytellers and drawn a bunch of cards in order to hit like eventually like a Reb or something. I think that's just a really bad matchup without the Containment Priest. Maybe I needed. I don't think I should have mulled either. I don't know. Not too happy about it to be honest. All right. Every rose has its thorn. Okay. See how this goes. Hey, sorry for blood. Yeah, things are okay. Gym shut down due to a water main break. So I'm being a nerd playing Magic instead of hitting the weights. I'm feeling like a little bit under the weather though. It might actually be a good thing for me at least. Like really I'm one of those old school guys that way. Like I'll just show up no matter what. I've shown up and like had the chills and stuff like that. I probably shouldn't have, you know. Just try to have that like commitment, like rain or shine, you know. But taking it easy is better on certain days. So that's what we're doing, whether I wanted to or not. Safety first. You're right. Yo, about to end their career. This is awesome. We're gonna have two brainstorms here. That's like the space set, right? Yeah, it does look cool. Um, let's do this while I can. Then I'll name the impulse. Show and tell, okay. Yeah, I hear you on that. And so they have show and tell in their hand here. Um, I think the move is attack for 2. And we name Bro Intel. And we waste that card. And then at the end of turn, we'll fetch. And they had enough. Just one-sided Magic games. Just to get it. Brutal. They were on the draw. I had Thoughtseize and like discard and everything. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. I think the format is not very healthy right now. I kind of hate the format right now, to be honest. I like playing Magic. Like, you know, I think I think the format really needs like I'd say 2 to 3 bands to be like decent, and then like 6 bands to be like good. I think Tamio should just go. There's just no reason for that shit. Yeah. I hate Nadu, but I know what you mean as far as like evil decks right now. It's on the lower end. I agree. Like I hate it, don't get me wrong. But like compared to some of the other stuff right now, it's oh, good to see you. How you been? That's what she said. But seriously, yeah, I know what you mean. All trolling aside. So, okay. Okay, so that mean for me? That means I could kill this card with a second Bowmaster because they're going to draw a card at the beginning of their turn. If I understand Vigigame. Okay. When Waterfalls plays, okay. Punishing Nerder Falls, more like realizing I want to get a Surveil here. Okay. Alright, what does this shit even do? Okay. I'm gonna hit that. What are Bowmaster? Am I Bowmaster? Okay. What even are me? Um, that would put Tamio at. Okay, yeah. Good they do. Okay. The fuck does this stupid thing do? When thing does thing, it gets 1+1 for each thing type among things. Sorry, I actually gotta read this fucking card. Oh my god. Whenever you cast a historic card, this card is fucking sweet. This ability only triggers once each turn. Alright, I don't know. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. Okay. It probably doesn't matter anyway, I think. You know? it's it's too hard. Nobody can comprehend what that does. No mere mortal can understand. Should I have hit the Basim in shock with the Bowmaster? Maybe? Oh no. Maybe I should have hit the boss shock. Fuck. I guess I needed to do that. Alright. I probably got to kill Big Man Shack this turn, I think, right? Let's get a bad land. Man's not hot. Man can never be hot. So I think if we kill Big Man Shack, we got a shot this game. Uh-oh. All right. Bro's not even a wizard. Okay. Let's draw a card. Like, I probably should kill Big Man Shack. Alright, so Big Man Shack is dead. Man can never be hot. I don't know if that joke's landing with anybody, but I'm gonna keep saying it. Uh-oh. Okay. I can do thing, huh? We play bro. We attack with bros. That's a weird block. I think we throw little bro. And then we play the Fable now that they did that. I don't think my brain's working too well today. I'm trying. But I could just feel it. Like I could just feel. Some days I feel smart and some days I feel not smart. And today's one of those days where I feel not smart. Oh my god, is this that card that was in Kamigawa? If it's the fourth goddamn spell, then you flip it? I didn't even know you could play 4 spells. Yeah, that is a spicy meatball. I had a friend who played during the Kamigawa block, and then he and I would play like kitchen table Magic. And I would play like a Madness deck at the time, and I played like Gush and stuff. It's like when I first got back into playing Magic in like 2007, 2008 or something. It's like, you know, you're just playing with the cards from your childhood, sort of. And he was playing with the Kamigawa block stuff. It was probably 2008. And then eventually I bought the Burn deck and then the Goblin deck when it was like decent, like around that era. Those were good times. Those were good times. Maybe the Thoughtseize, because it says deal 2 damage to target me. I think that's the move. Ugh. Cheap. No. Even I'm not dumb enough. Damn. I think this matchup is so aggressive, I'm going to keep the Goyf over the broadside, even though I had the broadside and the Ajani together. I don't know. Ooh, I got the Crikey. I haven't heard Ben Folds in a while. Brain. Tough call. Do I want... Okay, no, it's not a tough call. I need black lands. Therapy. Ooh. Interesting. I know why you're saying it. I just feel like they would have done it because this would have got more loyalty. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, it would have been bad if they had it, but I think the correct play, if they had Brainstorm, would have been the Brainstorm. You know? So that's why I did thing. Cameo. Inquisitive student. All right. I think they should have Force-willed. Maybe just for the juke. Okay. I can't do all the things. I could do some of the things here. I could bounce Big Man Shaq. Let's do that. Let's bounce Big Man Shaq. They name... Okay, they Force-will. They pitch the thing. Then we play Bro. Then we name Big Man Shaq. Yeah. All right. Man can never be hot. Man's not hot. I don't know what the hell that song was about. The Tingo Scraw. I just remember he was mad, really adamant about man not being hot. and that he could never be hot, you know? So that was the name of the song. Jeez, how old is that fucking meme? That's gotta be like 2016, maybe? Oh, getting older. Man's not hot. Let's see what Big Man Shaq 7 years ago. All right, I think I was pretty close. 2018, I guess. 2017. Wikipedia. Man's not hot. 2016. Okay. Well, it was released 20 September 2017. Sorry. All right. The fuck am I talking about? Anyway, um, lost to Nadu. Very one-sided game against Show and Tell, and then very one-sided games. Well, actually, I wouldn't say one-sided, but went very well for me. I still enjoy this deck. I think if I had to choose a deck right now, if I was going to a $50 event, though, it would probably be the gosh, the loam deck. Wasn't in the deck? Yeah, maybe you're right. Okay. So that was a 3 for 3. Really silly kind of play, you know? Get it. Guess we go black, red. Um, they're okay. Turkish bad manner. I know about the push. We're just gonna do this. Hopefully we draw a land. Oh. Expecting the push on the broadside. Oh. Okay. Huh. Oh, I wanted to attack. That was bad. Fuck. That was bad. I was supposed to attack. Uh-oh. You're having one of those brain days not good? I've been there. I am there. Someday brain work good. just cast your Bowmaster. All right, just do it. I know you have it. Just do it. It's okay to have a Bowmaster. Ooh. Oh, wow. I think I named Barrowglyph here. I don't think of what else they could have. I could just try Bowmaster because it seemed like maybe they had it. Another push? Ooh. The hesitation. Yeah. My read is they're acting like they have another Bowmaster. And yeah, that is possible. Yes, they kept off the surveil. Yeah. I think Fatal Push is a pretty good read. So I could go with that. The other one was Orcish Bowmaster. Dothy Voidwalker. Okay. Um shit. I I am in big trouble. I kind of feel like I can't even waste. This is rough. I think that's too late, right? What can I even draw here? It's like Goif maybe gives me a shot. I don't think it does though. All right. Do this shit. I don't think we have a shot. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're dead. We're Vegetarius. I could block Netherglyph here. It's I just block this, right? Take 4, and then we play. We magically top deck Goyf. And then we win if we do. Uh-oh. I play Cecil. Alright. BB. Rough. Like a dog. Rough, rough. Okay. That joke sucked, Mark. I don't think I make any changes, right? Like, I didn't see any, like, graveyard stuff. Like, Surgical is not really gonna save me. Disruptor, Flute. Yeah, do we just have to run it back here? It's gonna be an awkward one. These are the matchups where Baroglyph is really, really good, though. I have another version of this deck with like Ocelot, Pride, and Guide of Souls and Amped Raptor that I've been thinking of playing, but it's just not as fun to me. I don't know. When I like have it mapped out, I don't get like the same feeling of happiness that I do with this like silly control version. Gosh. I think it's good enough, but it's close. I just don't think you want to mold too deep against Hymnatorok. Part of me thinks I should just like play around Opposition Agent or something silly. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Let's get the black-white Surveil. Shadowy Backstreet. Wait. Yeah, I start. Okay. Whenever it dies. I think I kind of want this. And I think we go Staff. I think this might be like the attrition card that I'm hoping for. Like life, okay. Ooh. I'm thinking about just drawing here. That was a mistake. Remember when I said brain wasn't working too well today? Huh. Just go for this now. Okay. I think I'm fine with that. It's bad. I'm expecting Voidwalker here. Him? Okay. Wondering if I name something here. Problem is, wait, I did name the Voidwalker, right? Because that's in their graveyard. So do I just name the Betrayal here? Strategic Betrayal. Uh-oh. Thanks for that request. They both die. Ooh, they dealt damage wrong. Or they did it right? Hold on. What is in their hand? Polygon's command. Okay. So I think I just bounce it because they had the stupid Bowmaster here. I think that's the move. No, I can't take damage. Okay. That's the move. Bowmaster would be a nice draw. Fable. Hey, cool. Goblin Bombardment and Amp Raptor. Yeah. Something I might have to do at some point. A little awkward here with the Bowmaster in play. They have Kolagon's command in hand. If they attack, I just keep doing the Hildebrand stuff. Cool. We say no. Now we're in some trouble. Hildebrand's doing some work here. Problem is they have Kolaghan's command in hand, so we're like one red fetch away from death. Okay, well, I know what I'm wasting. Ooh. I should have played Hildebrand first. Don't think it's gonna matter. One damage, probably not. But is what it is. Alright. They draw red, they win. If they don't, I have Goyf. And that probably wins me the game. Yeah, Goyf! Yo, Hildebrand held the fucking line there. Wow. Run it back. Ooh, yeah. I think that's too slow. Try it. The waste. Well, kind of wish I kept the waste, huh? Is it Orcish Bowmaster here? Because I have the, Oh, let me get the salt request. Oh, I hit. We're in trouble. We're in less trouble. Dothy? Target opponent reveals a card from his or her hand. You choose a non-land card. Probably the staff. Okay. What wouldn't I want to draw here? I think I'm not even going to surveil. Yeah. That might have looked weird, but I just... If you don't have a card that sucks, maybe surveilling isn't worth it. I don't know. That might have been early. I'm playing around Opposition Agent and I haven't seen it. Maybe that's bad. Dark Ritual. Wow. Okay. Goif. Yeah. I think Prismatic Ending is the weakest. So let's use it. Haven't seen any like problematic non-land non-creature permanents out of them, so I think that's fine. Yo, Hareen. Well, hi, Mark. What? They're gonna prismatic ending my like token. That heal. It's just so stupid. I love it. I will continue to be him. I will continue to be him. They go to 1 here. So I don't think I throw Bojangle. But that's not how math works. It would go to 3 because they gained life. That's how life works when you gain it. That's the thing about gaining life. Just like one of the weird things about life gain, where if you gain life, I hear you. Sometimes it be that way. Maybe throwing the Bowmaster was sus. Was I gonna draw? Yeah, that's not good. Sometimes you add Weird Al to your playlist. Sometimes that's the move you make. The personal choice. Yeah, going pretty quick. Let's keep. Oh boy, what do they got here? Okay. just have a feeling that, like, whatever this is, it's going to be combo. Yeah, it looks like Nadu to me. I could just be dead this turn for no good reason. Oh. Oh, boy. Banning Nadu would have been, like, a pretty cool idea, don't you think? Would anybody have really been mad about that? Would people have been like, fucking bullshit, come in? You mean to tell me that I can't play this CAD and play against it? It's so fun there, Margaret. Oh, what do you know? I win the game there, Margaret. Hey, I got a daze or a force of will. They draw swords. Okay. Let's get a second white down. No, I have like fetching might look a little funny here, but we are gonna go empty-handed here, and then my opponent's gonna go Green Sun Zenith for Nadu, and I'm gonna go GG, and we'll move on to the next game, right? I think that's how this goes. Green Sun for Nadu, GG. Green Sun for Nadu, GG. Green Sun for Nadu, GG. Green Sun. No? Hardcast Nadu, GG. Okay, all right. Man. Yeah, the art's pretty cool. I did like that. Hildebrand can go. Ooh. Any of the Thoughtseize? Yeah. This is the move. I think Nadu is like the next tier of bullshit deck. It's not like black red reanimate or black blue black reanimate, but it's like the very next tier of like, you know, too good. I think it's mostly because of Nadu. Like Nomad, whatever. The I think Nadu, I think just being like self-replacing is just so annoying. I think it's because it's the self-replacing on it on that. Like a 3/4 for 3 flying self-replace, unless you counter it on the stack. I think that's the beef that I have with it. Like, if you get rid of Nomad, it trades 1 for 1. If you get rid of Cephalid, it's a 1 for 1 trade. Name Force of Will. Like if Nadu didn't like if you didn't like if it was just the synergy with Nomad, it wouldn't be that big of a deal in my mind. All right. I think we still, but like you see the way like I could 2-for-1 them right now by naming Nomad, but I'm gonna name Nadu because Nadu is just like if they have Nadu, they're good. I think that's the correct move here. It doesn't feel good. Yeah, yeah. Early stream for me, Saito. Good to see you. Might be the second Nadu deck I lose to though, so the salt levels might be higher than they ought to be. Okay, get them back here. Oh, Disruptor Flute was pretty good there. We're on the draw here. Things get a lot tougher. Might be name force, so we'll see if they ramp. Ponder, okay. If I draw a waste, I might just go for it. Right. Buster. I think it depends on what you play for, you know. if you're gonna spend $50, travel across the country, get a hotel room, put your life on hold, and you're only gonna have fun if you like get a top 16. Probably not, but Tier 2 Magic is some of the most fun that I have playing games these days, so I like it a lot still. I think we'll go brainstorm here. Oh. Oh. Hey. Hey. Oh. Watch out now. See what I mean? Like, you know, Entomb. That was gnarly. That was really. I could like end the league right there. I could end with a 3-2 and be like, all right, that was fun. So no reason to push it here. I would name Sword, but like, now I kind of regret it. Maybe I should have gone for it there. It's tough. Prismatic ending on the staff. Yeah. Uh-oh. Okay, I think we hang out one turn, not doing anything with the Cabal Therapy. Play Disruptor Flute. Then we go for the Goyf, or then we go for the staff stuff. I think we go Green Sun Zenith here. Then we plow Little Bro. Then we play the red source, I think. We attack for 1 first. Name S words. Then my deck is so much cooler that I have to win. But I think they're gonna get the Arbor here to prevent. No? Okay. Let's see. Yes. Hit the Ajani, that's huge. All right. Cool. Um, really rough start, but a 4-1. So I don't know. I had a good time. My brain wasn't working so well at the first match. I still think I probably lose it even if it is. Um, hey, Geodude, thank you. What? Guys being dudes. Yo, I liked your episode with Harry. Um, for Legacy Small Talk, having Harry on. I thought it was like I'm officially cooked. Yo. Yeah, that was I think your deck it didn't line up very well there. Um I think that you have some like really good starts that I think are like really hard to beat. And I think if I like whiff on that Cabal therapy, like let's just say I name the Brainstorm and you just, you have like Green Sun Zenith and some other stuff. Or if I only hit one Brainstorm instead of like two goddamn Brainstorms, you know? I think game 3 might have been pretty interesting there. But I think the luck of just name Brainstorm, which is something that like a lot of other. So when I mentioned the Nick Fit Discord, so Nick Fit is a deck for those who don't know that played Veteran Explorer, and Veteran Explorer was a card that was paired with Cabal Therapy, and that was really the group of people to ask, like, hey, if you're playing against a deck on the blind and you have a turn 1 Cabal Therapy, do you do it? And if you do it, what do you name? And the most common played card was Brainstorm, which is true. But if you then want to flash back Cabal Therapy, then they can Brainstorm in response to your Cabal Therapy and mix the cards up so that they tuck the ones that they want to protect the most. And then you have to make a guess about what cards did they value less that they would have kept in their hand. And it's like a really tough place to be when you're doing the Cabal Therapy stuff. So Nick Fit Discord pretty much was like, always name Brainstorm. I mean, don't always name Brainstorm, but like kinda always name Brainstorm most of the time, and I was rewarded for that. So pretty lucky on my end there, Rob Job. Yeah. Got a bunch of them. I'll just share the link here. This is what I played today. I switch up the sideboard pretty frequently. Let's see. Just brought that from Stream Decker Moxfield. Let's see. Do I have it on Moxfield? I probably have one of them up there. Goldfish, I know for sure is up there. Let's would Goldfish work? Moxfield I do have, but it's kind of outdated. I have a Mardu list that I trophied with a few weeks ago. So that's like easy to copy from Goldfish. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Um, I wouldn't play the Joshua though. Deck is really sweet. The Joshua is what I had in that trophy list. I think the cards at this point that I'm pretty sold on: for Johnny, for Bowmaster. I do like 3 Fable, 4 Staff, 4 Thoughtseize, 4 Sword. Probably at least 2 Prismatic Ending. Ball Therapy for sure. The mana base I really like. It looks kind of high, but you do need a lot of mana. And I've been opting against the Opposition Agent, favoring Disruptor Flute for this league, and I thought Disruptor Flute was pretty good this league. So I lost to the Turbo version of Nadu, the Collected Company one. I just couldn't get the Containment Priest out in time, and it was maybe a little bit of a misplay on my end, but Cradle is just such a hard card to play around. The Hildebrand card is new. I like it as a one-of, just because it's kind of like a Nether Spirit. It did a lot of work for me in just kind of just creating like blockers every turn and just it being a game piece when you're in top deck mode. A body to throw at broadside, a body to discard or to sacrifice a card with Cabal Therapy, blockers, and the tokens getting 1/1 is like pretty cool. I think this is like the new tech. And Barrowglyph is relatively newer. People were telling me to play that for years, and I've been playing it for years, or not playing it for weeks, and I really like it. Third Containment Priest is new, and playing 4 Disruptor Flute is new, but I think everything else I'm pretty sold on. Yeah, deck seems close. There is a version of this with Amped Raptor and Ocelot Pride and some other stuff that I think looks promising, but it's less my style. I really like the Cabal Therapy stuff, and I like less just tap your creatures every turn, and you know, not saying there's not a skill to that, but it's the I'm less interested in playing that. Last things that I haven't really tested recently. The Sephiroth card I thought was pretty cool, but I just think you want like Voice of Victory and Sephiroth if you're gonna do that. I just think that deck is just gonna look pretty different. Probably the Ocelot Pride. A lot of different ways to take it. Broadside, I think, in this version of the deck is starting to feel weaker and weaker. It's good. It's just that, like, I'm playing more control. So, that's where I landed here. Gonna, so Harain is online. Definitely would recommend checking out Harain, but I'm gonna raid a newer streamer. I love Harain. I think, kind of him, Tony, at this point, I think are like 2 of the hardworking people on Twitch. We're playing Legacy a lot that I really like supporting. I think Harain might be getting the most amount of hours at this point. Punishing Waterfalls, of course, and you know, as far as like consistently, the Caliph is also often there, but newer streamer here, so I'm gonna give them the raid. Value before victory. And this song, old Blink 182 for some reason, just like brings me back to like middle school / high school. I'm old. All right. See you later.